All right. Get some light on here real quick. So, I'm gonna check out this game I found on Steam yesterday. It's real cheap. It's called Purpose 1951, and from what I've seen, it seems to be like an interactive like storytelling, walking, similar to like Fear and stuff. So, I loaded it up yesterday just to make sure it would play at the settings. I've got started, so I haven't actually. I've seen nothing of it. I've got no spoilers. No idea what the game's about. All right. Oh, okay. Very beautiful looking. Like a fall, maybe in Central Park or something like that in New York. We switch out real quick. I forgot yesterday. The game audio seemed to be a little too loud from what I seen, so let me address that real quick. All right.
I'm on this winding path one last time. One last time. Let me explain why.
Mountain's way off in the distance, so I guess that takes it out. I don't even know if it's got any actual setting or not. Box here. Ooh. Achievement, the explainer. Open the explainer box. Okay.
It all began when I graduated the medical faculty. As I walked across the stage to receive my diploma, the mayor's eyes seemed to follow me. From that day on, he made an effort to attend every event or ceremony related to my career as a doctor.
Oh, look like I need to go up there. Oh, this is very on the rails. I can't even walk on the grass. Good music, I'm digging it.
My childhood friends Rosie and Sam were also there, cheering me on with their loud voices and beaming smiles. Despite our busy schedules, we promised to catch up more often now that I'd graduated.
I won't make a comment about his friend being Rosie. I guess I just did, huh? Oh, he caught up to him. And away he goes again. Okay. Cobblestones overgrown. So this is like post-apocalyptic. Beautiful little lake.
As I entered my first job as a doctor, I was full of hope and ambition. The hospital was located in a small town, far from the bustling city that I was used to. But it didn't matter to me, as long as I could put my medical knowledge and skills into practice.
Frog jump now. Oh, I can't run. Hello, Froggy. What are you doing? Where you going, Froggy? Nowhere. Froggy. Okay. Apparently we can't play the Froggy. Nice mist.
But reality hit me hard. The hospital was understaffed and underfunded. The equipment was outdated and the working conditions were poor. Patients came in with various illnesses, some easily cured with proper treatment, while others were too severe for us to handle.
Frog dropping all these days. Wait for me. Anybody else find it out? There's one light here in the middle of all this. Ooh, statue. Trash. Nothing in there. Oh, I can't even jump. Pretty flowers. Yeah, there's not much I can... Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Hello? I'm actually stuck. Oh, you know what? I bet it is. Give me a second. Yep, there we go. Okay. I have a app that allows me to use my mouse and keyboard across multiple computers. And some games, when I go across, it actually doesn't, you know, it keeps going. It doesn't hold, the games don't hold the mouse.
I remember one day when a young girl came in with a high fever and difficulty breathing. She needed urgent care, but we didn't have the necessary equipment or medication to treat her. We did our best to stabilize her condition, but she passed away before we could transfer her to a better equipped hospital.
Oh man, really ain't gonna wait on me. Aw, there's a teddy bear. Okay. So signifying that her death, her disease, that's actually kind of disturbing. These like bloody sacks of... So I wonder if that other statue was symbolic then. I guess I need to listen more closely to the story. Okay. Actually, now that I think about it, didn't I install... Yeah. Well, I installed an app on my phone so I could see the chat as I keep looking over at my laptop. See some mist from like a waterfall over there in the distance. Oh, that's cool. Wow.
That incident haunts me to this day. It made me realize the harsh reality of our healthcare system. How many lives could be saved if only we had access to better resources?
Wow, quite sure which way I want to go. I'm assuming they all lead to the same. It's turning like dark. Ooh. The realizer. Open the realizer box. Okay. This game's gonna have some deep symbolic stuff, isn't it? Not but I miss it all because I just don't understand it. ADHD life, y'all. Patrick Street. Death. Or maybe I'm just overthinking it, but... Froggies! Hey, froggies!
One day, as Rosie entered the hospital lobby to visit me, she couldn't help but notice the gleaming glass and marble walls, a stark contrast to the outdated equipment and overworked staff. She shook her head in frustration as she thought about the government's priorities.
That sounds about right. So as the title signifies, Purpose 1951, I'm assuming this takes place in 1951. Oh, I thought there was actually a structure over there. We heading Mount Doom up here? Ooh, crazy. What problem with third shift job?
She thought back to her childhood with me, when we would play doctor together in our makeshift clinic made out of cardboard boxes. Even then, we had big dreams of making a difference in people's lives through medicine.
Whoa. Caffeine time. Yeah, I'm not sure. So obviously that symbolizes something else with it. That box. This one. The flyer. Oh, player. Player. Good grief, I can't read. And those boxes close back kind of scares me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how interesting this is. Ooh. Well, he went that way. Wagon. Okay. Nothing over here. I don't know about this game. It's kind of... Yeah. I don't know.
But as she grew older, Rosie realized that not everyone had access to proper health care like we did. Some families couldn't afford to seek medical help until it was too late, while others were turned away from hospitals due to lack of funds or resources.
Something that's happening even this today, or so. You know, the cost of healthcare is just too expensive, and you just kind of do without. I've been in that situation myself many times. Yeah, it's one of those where it's like, I'll just deal with the consequence and see what happens, I guess. Ooh. What? Well, that just gave me the chills. What is going on? What, there's like... Is this like an operating room? I feel like there are like lights in an operating room. I bet I got a line.
It all began when I graduated the medical faculty.
What's going on? Okay.
My childhood friends Rosie and Sam were also there. As I entered my first job as a doctor, I was full of hope and ambition.
Weird. What was that about? 5 years ago. Cyanide bikes. Oh, okay, so... Are we on the bike now? Is this us? Yeah, I could turn on a dime. Look at me. I didn't even see inside myself. Alright. Let's make getting around a little quicker. Oh, good buddy.
The wind rushes past me as I speed down the road, my lungs heaving with each sharp inhale. It's moments like these that cleanse not just my body, but my very soul.
Cottage over there.
I've worked hard to get here, finished school, found a wonderful wife, and I can't help but thank the universe for how lucky I am. But it's not about me anymore. It's about all the lives I'll save through my career. The thought alone brings tears to my eyes.
Guess we're just relaxing, huh? I'd make this drag. I don't know if I'd ride around on a bike, but it's kind of in the water. I'm joking. Alright. I'd love to visit this lake. Oh, wow. That's funny, I didn't even notice that on the other side. Flowers and birds.
As I ride around the lake, the sun glinting off its surfaces takes my breath away. The beauty of this moment is almost overwhelming. My serotonin levels skyrocketing as I take in the magnificent view.
Yeah, I believe that.
With each deep breath, I feel alive and invigorated, grateful for the ability to experience such joy and freedom on this ride.
Where I started? Oh no. Apparently we're gonna ride the whole way around. Oh, I need a new chair.
Somebody better grab an extinguisher, because I am literally on fire.
I'm ready for the flames. Come on, flames. Oh. Oh. Okay, okay. I see you. Chapter 2, Mayor's. Oh, that was already a chapter? My man, how do you leave your house every day? Where is your staircase?
Sam, the one I mentioned earlier, was actually the mayor's son. His family had strong ties to the mob. One night, he got into a heated altercation with the rival mob leader's son over a girl.
It's always a girl.
Unfortunately, things escalated and he ended up in my surgery room. Initially, everything appeared to be progressing well during the surgery. However, his body had an unexpected reaction to the medications used. His CRP levels began to rise uncontrollably, and I was at a loss as to why this was happening. I looked up at the clock. Every second felt like an eternity. The weight of responsibility weighed heavily on my shoulders, not just because he was the mayor's son, but because I had promised to save lives.
Promise. Okay. It's funny 'cause I didn't even notice there was another path. So I can't find it in there. Winky break and lunch break. Oh, it's our friend again. Is that Sam? Is that Sam? Or is that me? Well, man, that ran fast. It looked like a squirrel, but it looked like a big squirrel.
I knew that I would be held accountable for Sam's death, even though it was beyond my control. The pressure from both sides intensified, and soon enough, my career was under threat.
Power and money. No said. This is more spooky. Awfully red. Ooh.
The pressure from Sam's family and the rival mob leader's family reached a boiling point. They were both demanding answers and were not satisfied with my explanation that it was just an unforeseen reaction to the medication. Things were about to get ugly.
Swimming with the fishies. assuming this is like the city where he was.
The next day, rumors began circulating about my involvement with the mob, and accusations flew left and right. My superiors called me into their office and demanded an explanation.
I'm sure back in the 50s they didn't question as much why things didn't work. These are weird, like wispy plants. They just- Oh, it's a bunny. Or jackrabbit.
How could they think that saving lives was a mere risk to me? But I knew that any outburst would only make things worse. I did everything in my power, I replied calmly, trying to keep my emotions in check. But deep down, I knew that this wasn't just about Sam's death anymore.
Mr. Bicycle Man. Another cottage. The replier.
Maybe all those years of studying and working hard meant nothing in this world where politics trumped everything else. I sighed heavily as I walked back to my office.
Oh my goodness.
The wind chime outside tinkled softly,
Man.
offering a brief moment of solace before reality came crashing back down again. Things escalated and he ended up in my surgery room. I knew that I would be held accountable for Sam's
I
death.
wasn't quite lined up. Okay.
The next day, rumors began circulating about my involvement with the mob.
2 years ago. Jazz club. This is an interesting setting.
My wife, Rosie, was a force to be reckoned with.
Of course, his wife is Rosie.
She was a successful real estate broker and also happened to be related to the mayor. Her connections and charm made her a formidable figure in our community.
You're killing me. Can I go over here? I can. seems I should be heading in this direction. I'm guessing that very ominous looking door. Nope. Missing an obvious thing somewhere.
Her manicured nails tapped nervously on the tabletop, her well-coiffed hair hiding the creases of worry on her forehead. I know this sounds like a terrible thing to say about my future wife, but despite her charming smile and smooth words, a nagging doubt lingered in the air about her true intentions.
I started over here, but I'm not sure where I need to. There's a nice bridge. Very real civil engineer for a bridge review. Oh, can I go? No, I can't go.
Despite this, we had formed a close bond over the years in our small town. As the sun set on my day shifts, Rosie and I would often escape to the nearby theaters, surrounded by the quaint charm of our community. The warmth of nostalgia filled every moment we spent together, creating cherished memories.
I'm really not sure where I'm supposed to be going. Oh, jeez. Wait a minute, did I just go downstairs?
One night, as we sat at the dinner table, Rosie brought up the topic of starting a family. I could see the excitement in her eyes as she spoke about our future children. But all I could feel was fear. Fear of not being able to provide for them or protect them in this dangerous world we live in.
You can tell it's a low budget. Oh, okay, we're done. Low budget game, all the interiors were the same. Propaganda.
It seemed that Sam's father, the mayor, had mob connections, and promptly used them against me. The hospital was obligated to let me go, especially after they organized some incidents that didn't quite work in my favor. Things turned ugly. They sullied my name all over, and I couldn't find a job anywhere after that.
That's crazy. Where are you leading us, little fox?
Being broke wasn't the only issue. Shameless gossip was propagated all around town, and by the end, I'd lost touch with many a friend and family member. My relationship with Rosie was also inevitably broke down, and we broke up.
Meeny, miny, moe. Let's go this way. Probably not supposed to not to go that way. We'll go back over here to the staircase. Yeah. The loser. Wow. No need to put it so eloquently, huh?
The propaganda was relentless. Rumors spread like wildfire, and my once supportive community turned against me. I could feel the stares and whispers everywhere I went.
That's crazy that just because of a medication that didn't, it didn't take and didn't work on him, that you'd basically crucify him and, kick him out of his profession and his field and say, well, have fun, Jack, Love his rain and thunderstorm effect.
Even worse, my former colleagues refused to speak up for me after the backlash from the mob and the mayor's office. It seems like everyone had turned their backs on me.
I don't know if I can do that, If my employer were to wrong an employee like that, a friend, fired them, I feel like I'd, depending on what it was, of course, if I knew that they were in the correct, potentially say, do I want to work for you if this is how you did them, who's not to say you're not going to do the same to me at some point over something.
With no job prospects and dwindling savings, I was forced to sell my house and move into a small apartment on the other side of town. My parents were disappointed in me for losing my prestigious job and were ashamed of the rumors surrounding me.
I don't know, as parents, how could you do...
But the worst blow was, of course, what it did to me and Rosie. She couldn't handle the scandal surrounding my name, and didn't wish to risk her own reputation by continuing our association.
That makes sense. I mean, it's a shame she would believe them and just choose to feed into their crap rather than saying, hey, this is what happened.
As I packed up my belongings, memories of our past dates and conversations flooded my mind. How could she abandon me like this? After everything we had been through, it was like a dagger to my heart.
Got like Jawsy vibes from the music now.
But as much as it hurt, I couldn't blame her. The propaganda against me was cruel and relentless. Of course, she didn't want any part of it. She deserved better than being with someone who was constantly being shamed and slandered.
You notice that there's more and more boxes. Honestly, just waiting for River to sweep down through here. Wash me away. Cleanse, quote-unquote cleanse me or something.
I thought about reaching out to her, begging for another chance. But I knew deep down that it wouldn't make a difference. The damage had been done and our relationship was beyond repair.
Kind of funny that they kind of hidden. The others have been off the path and then like a little alcove or something. Some crazy rock formations too.
I began to spend my days searching for any job that would hire me, even if it meant starting at the bottom. But no one wanted to give me a chance. The mayor's influence seemed to reach every corner of our small town.
Seems to be changing. About to get another sky coin, please. It is a beautiful game. It's not like the most HD, like ultra realistic looking, but it's got its very own unique art style that I'm really digging. Yeah. Alright.
It seemed that Sam's father, the mayor, had mob connections. The hospital was obligated to let me go. But the worst blow was, of course, what it did to me and Rosie.
Interlude X. So is this this looks like the hospital. Wait.
The memory of that fateful day in the hospital is a constant, never-ending present in my mind. The hours were dark and chaotic, turning my life upside down in an instant. Amidst the madness and chaos, I found a moment of clarity as I gazed out the room. My eyes fell upon a personnel guy swiftly and furtively holding a small bottle in his pocket. It said cyan something on it. He looked at me and winked. Mr. Salieri sends his regards.
Cyanide. So he was poisoned by the mob. Oh, there's the teddy bear again. Am I supposed to be going over here? Okay, let's go back the way we came. Not exactly sure what's triggering. Yeah, if it's just a time thing. I guess I can't turn down the hall here.
The sight sent shivers down my spine. A stark reminder of the dark lurking behind every corner. Even amidst the chaos, this image remains etched in my mind, haunting me endlessly.
Can't move anymore. auto walking now. Huh.
So this is why I've been on this winding path. To put an end to the crushing weight of sadness that has plagued me by throwing myself off the edge of this cliff. The jagged rocks below taunt me, daring me to take the leap and release myself from it all.
As I said, there's the thumbnail. That's cool. I mean, let's not forget the fact that they just basically said we're ready to jump off the cliff. Weak or to take.
The wind howls and whips at my hair and clothes, tugging me forward like an eager guide towards my ultimate destiny. The force of it's almost tangible. A physical reminder of this journey that lies ahead. The wind carries with it a scent of salt, a reminder of the vast ocean just beyond the craggy cliffs. It fills my nostrils and stirs up a sense of adventure and determination. The wind tastes of pure, untamed freedom, a rush of cool air that invigorates my senses and pushes me to take the leap towards my destiny. The gusts swirl around me, carrying with them the sense of earth, the echoes of the past travelers, and their stories. I take a deep breath, feeling both exhilarated and apprehensive as I step forward into the unknown.
It won't let me jump. Yes, I'm that ass.
The Personnel guy is etched into my mind, a symbol of death and betrayal. It must have been cyanide seeping through his veins like poison, planted by the rival mob to sabotage Sam's surgery. The memory haunts me, taunting me with the knowledge that I couldn't save him. And now, I'm left with nothing but shattered pieces of my former self. But I cling to one memory, a glimmer of joy amidst the darkness. Riding a bicycle 5 years ago, feeling the wind rush against my skin, and the freedom of breathing without fear or pain. It was a fleeting moment, but it remains burned into my soul. I choose to keep living despite the overwhelming grief and emptiness. Breathing is my purpose, my reason for living, and I've come to realize that it is actually the most profound purpose of all.
This is a short little game. I don't know what to. I guess basically, you know, they're just saying, hey, no matter what, just keep going. Find that reason. You know, for him, it was that bike ride. Anyways, I guess I hope you enjoyed that stream. It's a relatively quick game. We picked it up on Steam for $2.50, so very cheap. I mean, obviously you've just seen the whole extent of the game, but if you want to check it out yourself, feel free. As always, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. For now, I'm just going out.